This video, I am going to explain about the changes that have been made in the syllabus for EC students who are going to appear for GATE 20. Okay. Firstly, let us see why GATE is important. What are the advantages of preparing for a GATE exam or giving a GATE exam and clearing it completely? Okay. So, in the past, you can read from here. In the past, several public sector undertakings, that is SUs, have used GATE scores to shortlist the candidates for employment. Few such organizations are, what are those PHUs that used the EC GATE score? BEL, GAIL, HAL, IOCL, NTPC, NPCIL, ONGC and PGCI. These are few that used the GATE exam. Now, direct recruitment to Group A level posts in central government, that is, what are Group A level posts that you can be directly recruited into central government? Are senior field officer in telecommunication sector, example BSNL, okay. Senior research officer in crypto, senior research officer and in science and technology, that is cabinet secretariat, okay. You guys know that this is a PM cabinet and in that you will be placed in secretariat, okay. PM secretariat. Government of India is now being carried out on the basis of GATE score. Government of India is in GATE score for this purpose, okay. Next, what is the eligibility criteria? You need to be a third year student, that is third year student are also allowed to appear for GATE 2021. Previously they allowed only final year students. Now they are allowing third year BTech and validity of GATE score. Once you got, if you cleared your GATE score, that score will remain for next 3 years. That means if you cleared it in 2021, you can use it till 2024, okay. 2024 is 3 years validity. Now, if you have watched my previous video, there I have mentioned from this year onwards you can write 2 papers. That is, if you are selecting a primary paper as ECE, you can select IN and PH 6, okay. Now total marks 100 marks, exam duration 3 hours. What are the questions? General aptitude will be given for 10 questions. 55 questions will be your subject, total 65, and those 10 marks will be of those 10 questions will carry 15 marks, and from the subject 13 marks from engineering mathematics and 72 marks from your core subjects, ECE subjects, okay. That means altogether you will have 100 marks. Out of 100 marks, if you prepared for general aptitude and engineering mathematics completely, then you can score 28 marks. Because obviously you can clear GATE, okay. 28. Following the trend, you can clear the GATE, okay. Paper contains both 1 mark and 2 mark questions. Now, addition in GATE 2021. What they have included in GATE 2021? They have included MSQs. MCQs, you all know that there will be multiple choice questions, and then numerical means you need to fill or write the answer. And then what are MSQs? I will explain in the next slide with example, okay. Only MSQs will have negative marks. Out of these 3, you will have negative marks for MSQ. For MSQs, there will be no negative marks and there will be no partial credit. The question will be based on, so what are the types of questions you are going to get? Recall means you need to learn the formulas and you need to remember the formula and apply it. Then comprehension, that means you need to understand the question and then write the answers. And then application oriented, you need to use your formulas, okay. You need to remember the formulas and then use it. Analysis and synthesis, you will be asked to analyze it. They will be providing a system and you need to analyze, means you will be giving an input, you will get an output, then you will describe what kind of system it is. This is analysis. Synthesis, they will give you input, they will provide you output, then you need to make a system. This is synthesis. Now example for MCQs and MSQs. Firstly, what is an MCQ? See, check which of the following is a city. This is an example for MCQ. See, Mumbai is a city, Kerala is Punjab is a state, Andhra Pradesh is a state. So what is your answer? Mumbai. So here your answer will be Mumbai. This will be your MCQ. Only one answer will be correct. Then coming to MSQ, multiple selected. There will be multiple answers for a single question. Which of the following is are states? That means Kerala is a state, Punjab is a state, Andhra Pradesh is a state. Here you need to select all the 3 options. Okay. Then only you are going to get whatever mark, 1 mark or 2 marks that is allotted to that question. Otherwise you will not get marks. If you selected Mumbai, that is going to make the answer as a wrong, but you will not have any negative marks. Okay. If you selected Kerala in MCQ, instead of Mumbai you selected Kerala, then it will be carrying a negative marks. There will be mark reduction. Okay. Then coming to the syllabus, general aptitude. Your general aptitude contains verbal aptitude. Okay. You can go through this syllabus. Okay. I will be sharing a PDF if you want. Then you can see the syllabus. Okay. Just pause the video. If you want to go through the syllabus, pause the video and just check it. What are the topics? Analytical aptitude contains logical relations, and recently added topic is your spatial aptitude. I will let you know what are the topics that have been added and what are removed. Okay. In general aptitude, there are no topics that have been removed. Topics haven't been removed, but they have added topics. They are powers. That means 2 power n, 3 power n, the powers. And these are the exponentials. Okay, these are exponentials and these are powers. Logarithms, I think logarithms, what are then series, integration, geometry, statistics, and probability are the topics that have been added recently. Now coming to logical questions, deduction in analogy. That means they will give analogies and you need to add or remove few parts. You need to identify what are the mistakes. Okay. Then spatial aptitude. Spatial aptitude means you can observe here. Spatial aptitude contains transition, rotation. They will be giving you a figure and they will say if it is projected in a mirror, how it looks. You need to answer this. Okay. Left to right, and then paper folding. These all comes in spatial aptitudes. It deals with 2D and 3D dimensional figures. Okay. Next, going to engineering mathematics syllabus. This is the old syllabus I have provided you. If you want to go through it, just pause the video and go through it. Otherwise, I will mention this is the new syllabus. Okay. Here, what are the topics removed? Numerical methods is the topic removed. Correlation and regression analysis is the other topic removed. There are 2 topics removed. 2 topics removed from mathematics. Coming to signals and systems and networks. Okay. You know that your network analysis and signals and systems are clubbed if you are GATE exam. They both considered as single subject. This is the old syllabus. Okay. Till 2019. 2020. Now in 2021 this will be your new syllabus, and these are the topics that have been removed. Driving point transfer function. Driving point transfer function has been removed, and then state equations of networks have been removed. What are the topics that are added? There are no topics added. Okay, topics haven't added. But what are the important topics for you? Reciprocity theorem, power calculations, complex power analysis, network theorems, pi delta transformations, complete time domain and frequency domain analysis of RLC, and transient circuit analysis, 2-port networks. These are the important topics. Okay. Next, coming to signals and systems. We have shown earlier. Topics removed are digital filter design techniques and FFT are removed. What are the topics added? Topics added are discrete time processing continuous signals. Discrete time processing of continuous signals is the topic. The topics to be focused. Fourier transform properties, causality and stability, signals and system properties. Z transforms and DFT are the topics that you need to focus. Okay, if you want to prepare well, these topics need to be focused. You can find some questions from these topics. Okay. Then coming to digital circuits, this is the old syllabus. Okay, from this old syllabus, what is the variation that you have gone? New syllabus. You observe the new syllabus, just pause the video and check for the new syllabus, and I will be mentioning here what are the topics removed, what are the topics being added. Programmable logic array, 8085, 8-bit microprocessor, architecture and programming of memory and input-output interfacing. These topics have been moved from 2021 syllabus. Okay, but what are the topics added? Observe binary and integer floating point representations. Okay, integer and binary representation, floating point representation. Then propagation delay, setup, hold time, critical path delay. Then CAO, computer organization, is the important topic that have been added, and you have a subject CAO. Okay. Then what are the topics to be focused? To complete complement representation, floating point representation, map reduction, K-maps. Okay. What is map reduction? K-maps. Parallel adders and decoders, multiplexers, flip-flops, shift register, FSMs, finite state machines. Okay. Critical path delay, data converters, and your RAM and ROM, random access memory and random read-only memory. These are the topics that need to be focused. Then coming to electronic devices. This is the old syllabus. Coming to the new syllabus, just pause the video if you want to see it. Then topics removed here. IC fabrication has been removed. Okay. But what are the topics included? There are no topics that are included. So what is the concept? The concept of metal oxide semiconductor. Nowadays, metal oxide semiconductors are important because BJT has been completely from skill applications. So we are focusing on MOS, metal oxide semiconductors. So MOSFET, CMOS basics, semiconductor theory. These are the concepts that you need to be focusing on. Then coming to electromagnetics, old syllabus. Okay, this is your old syllabus. Just go through this. Just pausing the video, you can go through. And this is the new syllabus. Okay, Maxwell's equation, plane waves and their properties, transmission lines, rectangular and circular waveguides. Okay, what are the topics that have been removed and added? The topics removed are your electrostatic and radar basics. Electrostatics concept is removed and radar basics have been removed. What are the topics that have added? Circular waveguide. The topic added. What are the important topics? See, remember, circular waveguides is been added and it is also important. Okay, just focus on it. Antennas is important, transmission lines, waveguides, uniform plane waves. These are the important topics. And then coming to communication. Communication involves both analog and digital communication. This is random process. This is the previous syllabus. Okay, coming to the new syllabus. Random process, analog communications, information theory. Okay, information theory ITC is involved here, and then digital communications, then fundamentals of error calculation and Hamming codes, CRC. Okay, cyclic redundancy check codes. What are the topics that have been removed? Circuits of analog communications is removed. Timing and frequency synchronization is removed. Mitigation, inter-symbol interference is also removed. Then basics of TDMA, frequency domain analysis, time domain analysis have been removed. Coded domain analysis have been removed. Okay, time division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing, code division multiplexing have been removed. Now cyclic redundancy check codes have been added, and this is important. Okay, cyclic redundancy codes have been added and it is an important topic. What are the important topics you can find here? Random process, super heterodyne receiver, channel capacity. Remember the formulas for channel capacitance, channel capacity, map. Okay, and then pulse code modulation in your digital communication, matched filter from digital communication, probability of error from both, and then CRC from your digital communication and error finding. Okay, now coming to the analog circuits. Analog circuits means your op-amps, amplifiers. Okay, pause here. No need of focusing on this because it is an old syllabus. It is removed. If you want to compare with the new syllabus, you can see. Then what about your new syllabus? The topics. Okay, syllabus topics. Diode circuits, clipping, clamping, rectifiers. Okay, these are important. Okay, BJT, MOSFETs. Okay, remember MOSFETs. It will come in both your electronic device and circuits and analog circuits. Current mirrors and differential amplifiers. Op-amp circuits. Okay. Now coming to the topics that have been included here. No topics are included, but they have reduced a few topics. 555 tablet they have been removed. Voltage reference circuits and power supply circuits. Power amplifiers also removed. Okay. So this time focus on this subject. Right? Op-amps based circuits are important. Okay, to calculate gain, you need to calculate some points. DC biasing, amplifiers, diode based circuits are important. Then coming to the control system, which will be the last topic. Here you can see the old syllabus. Pause the video if you want to see for the old syllabus. Then you can check the new syllabus. Here there will not be much changes in control systems. Okay, same syllabus have been given because control systems is very important and scoring subjective. Okay, that is what I have said here. You can see nothing removed and nothing added. Okay, what are the important topics in control system? Transfer functions, block diagrams, signal flow graphs. Okay, these are very important. Okay, take previous year papers, you can find always a question either on block diagram or signal and flow graph or both. And then time domain analysis is also important. RH criteria is important. They might be asking for your stability using RH criteria. Put locus diagrams, Bode plot, state space analysis are the important topics. That's it, guys. These are the important topics that have been mentioned that you can focus, and you need to prepare other topics too because we can't predict a gate paper. Okay, and this is what summary. this video I just explained what are the topics that have been added and what are the topics that have been removed for your GATE syllabus 2021. Okay.